the WIP started out as a small group of people, had a big dream to train physicians and involve centers for excellence. And within that, a number of qualifications, depending on the input and the involvement that the centers develop into. The other part of WIP is the highest level of physician education, the Fellow of Interventional Pain Practice, which is a vigorous but incredibly fair examination, and it evaluates the individual who wishes to be a fellow of interventional pain practice by documenting, first of all, they meet the entrance requirement, which is the highest qualification of his or her land within her specialty. Once you have the ticket to enter the system, then you get involved usually with training in acceptable standards through book work, reading, learning, video education, and any way to make it better and safer. But once you have the coveted FIPP, that's the Scotty dog tie and the Scotty dog scarf for beautiful gold trim for ladies. You cannot get it any other way other than by taking an examination. So when you see that, you know the person availed him herself to having the examination meet the goals and be awarded the honor of being an FIPP. So it is fascinating for me to be involved in, because I had to take the exam. I was examined. It's hard. It's not easy, but it's worth it. Being a member, it's very fulfilling. This is a society that is strive for better education, better trained physicians, safer, and it's a happy society. Nothing hostile, negative, or aggressive. It is a friendly, delightful examination that uses all the tools that you can imagine for bettering the individual before the FIPP and after the FIPP. Now our plans are afoot to have an upper level training, but it's being worked on, a master's level. But meanwhile, you have to maintain your membership. Once you are accepted as a member, it has some nice rewards, like special prices at World Congresses. And for example, here I was able to follow Dr. Haggerty, being a pain fellow in London, where I was participating in a good number of the patients that he was taking care of, and watching him grow up and come up with a proposal to have a World Congress in Dublin. Well, I've been in Dublin 60 years ago. The atmosphere is phenomenal. And if you look outside, it's booming. It is growing to meet the expectation of outsiders and insiders. They need to grow, we need to grow. But we cannot grow unless you participate with us. And being a member is an honor and a responsibility. And you need to vote when you are called upon. You need to elect the individuals that participate on the council. And you need to follow what the society leadership is doing. It is a society for physicians, by physicians. It is our fault or our credit when we do something good. And I felt very good yesterday at the opening ceremony. We have created another magic event, over 1,600, 1,700 people, 70 some countries participating, and doctors from one end of the world to the other end of the world are equal. We are made equal by the FIPP examination. It doesn't matter which country you come from. The human body is the same. Your patients deserve the best care. So we cannot have standards that any lower for anybody else. So it's the same standards, same physicians, similar experiences, and I'm inviting you to join, to keep your membership, bring it up to date, so you are eligible for moving in the ranks. And all I can say is that I have no regrets. Yet, before even we had a society, when Raj, our spiritual leader, came up with the idea of the World Institute of Pain, first thing we have to do is contribute $1,000. And we didn't know whether it would be a society at the end of it or not. Well, it became one of the most beautiful societies where we work hard, and I'm inviting you to keep your membership up to date, come and join us, participate in the future of the organization, grow to be our next leaders, and grow with us. I'm still working, still learning new things. Anything I learn, I share with you. Your involvement and sharing your knowledge must continue.